Hello everyone. Got 3 dirty jokes for you today. So an Irishman took his son to the bar on his birthday to buy him his first drink. The father ordered his son a stout, a classic Irish beer, but to his surprise, the son didn't like it at all. The father, not wanting to disappoint his son, decided to drink it himself and ordered an ale for his son. Again, the son didn't like it, and the father decided to try a different approach by ordering a cider. But it seemed that the son didn't like any of the drinks his father ordered, whether it was lager, cider, or cream ale. Each time, the father would try to convince his son to give the drink a chance, but the son was stubborn and refused to drink them. After several failed attempts, the father was feeling frustrated. He decided to order a whiskey, a drink that no real man could refuse. But to his surprise, he didn't like any of the Irish whiskeys the father ordered. The old man ranked them all, hoping to find one that his son would enjoy. By the time they left the bar, the father had sampled numerous drinks and was quite intoxicated. He could barely push his son's stroller home. So on a warm summer afternoon, a farmer got into his pickup truck and drove down the dusty country road to his neighbor's farm. As he pulled up to the farmhouse, he noticed a young boy, about 9 years old, playing in the yard. The farmer got out of his truck and approached the boy, who looked up and smiled. "Is your dad or your mom home?" said the farmer. The boy shook his head. "No, they went to town," he replied. "How about your brother, Howard? Is he here?" asked the farmer. "No, he went with mom and dad," said the boy. The farmer stood there for a few minutes, shifting from one foot to the other, and mumbling to himself. The boy watched him curiously. Finally, the boy spoke up. "I know where all the tools are if you want to borrow one, or I can give Dad a message," he said. The boy looked up at him quizzically. "Well," said the farmer uncomfortably, "I really wanted to talk to your dad. It's about your brother, Howard, getting my daughter Susie pregnant." The boy's eyes widened in surprise. He thought for a moment, trying to figure out what to say. Finally, he spoke up. "You would have to talk to Dad about that. I know he charges $500 for the bull and $50 for the pig, but I don't know how much he charges for Howard." So one evening, a man who looked like he had just won the lottery walked into a fancy bar. He strutted up to the bartender and confidently ordered 12 of the most expensive whiskey shots available. The bartender, slightly taken aback by the order, hesitated for a moment before quickly lining up 12 shot glasses and filling them with the finest whiskey. The man eagerly grabbed the first shot and quickly downed it in one gulp. He continued doing this for each shot, one after the other, until all 12 were gone. Without hesitation, the man slammed his hand on the bar and shouted, "Again!" The bartender, surprised by the man's request, reluctantly lined up 12 more shots. The man then repeated his previous performance, downing all 12 shots back to back. Feeling a little concerned for the man's well-being, the bartender filled up 12 more shots and set them in front of him. But as soon as they were lined up, the man eagerly downed each one in quick succession. The bartender couldn't help but express his concern for the man's behavior. "Hold up, man. You gotta slow down," he said. The man turned to the bartender and grinned mischievously. "Trust me, if you had what I had, you'd be drinking this fast, too," he replied. Curiosity piqued. The bartender leaned in closer and asked, "My God, what do you have?" Without missing a beat, the man replied, $1.